Hi, this is Vlade Divac. Apparently, he was in a motorcycle accident and he broke his hip in Montenegro. Okay? So he's a Serbian professional basketball executive and former player who was most recently the vice president of basketball operations and general manager of the Sacramento Kings of the NBA. At 7'1", Divac played center, and unlike many centers, was known for his passing skills. He was among the first group of European basketball players to transfer to the NBA in the late 1980s and was named one of the 50th greatest EuroLeague contributors. He is one of 7 players in NBA history to record 13,000 points, 9,000 rebounds, 3,000 assists, and 1,500 block shots. Divac was also the first player born and trained outside the United States to play in over 1,000 games in the NBA. Divac was named to the FIBA All-Time Eurostars team in 2007. So a pretty solid career for Divac. Look at his name, Divac, right here. And you could look at that last breakdown I did. Ducks returned to Long Island farm that lost entire flock due to bird flu. You see this? Duck trending, Divac trending. Divac sounds like duck. And I think that was the last breakdown I did. So that's pretty interesting, right? And Montenegro, I've heard of it. But let's go to Google. And look, Montenegro's got the M like motorcycle accident. It actually has MO like Montenegro. Montenegro, a country in the Balkans. I am not totally familiar, but it looks like I could fly there and get there in 18 hours and 30 minutes from Arizona. Balkan country with rugged mountains, medieval villages, and a narrow strip of beaches along its Adriatic coastline. But yeah, I mean, Divac, and there's no images. Look, when I type in Divac and motorcycle, there's no images. They just tell us he got in a motorcycle accident and broke his hip and apparently undergoing emergency surgery. Look, that's it. There's no... Maybe it's the location? I mean, this is the world stage, right? Look, they give us the Caitlin Clark incident with the mini brawl. And look, nothing else. Wild, right? There's a couple of AI generated shorts on the incident.
Former NBA great and Hall of Famer Vlade Divac and Hall of Famer Vlade Divac is recovering after suffering a broken hip in a motorcycle accident near Rizin, a coastal town in Montenegro. The 57-year-old was immediately taken to a nearby hospital following the incident on Thursday, where he underwent emergency surgery on Friday to receive an artificial hip implant. Medical officials have confirmed that Divac is now in stable condition and is being closely monitored during his recovery. Divac is widely regarded as one of the pioneers of international talent in the NBA, becoming one of the first European players to make a major impact in the league after being drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers in 1989. Over his 16-year NBA career.
All right, so we're good there. This is interesting because this happened on Juneteenth. You see right there, Juneteenth, Freedom Day. Former NBA great Vlade Divac breaks a hip in motorcycle accident in Montenegro. Look at Negro. You got like Negro in there. You see that? Look at that right there. And look, Negro, a black person relating to black people. Look at that. And this happens on Thursday, Juneteenth. And we can go over here. Explain Juneteenth.
Here's the definition of Juneteenth: a holiday celebrated on June 19th to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. The holiday was first celebrated in Texas, where on that date in 1865, in the aftermath of the Civil War, enslaved people were declared free under the terms of the 1862 Emancipation Proclamation.
You see that right there? And this motorcycle accident in Montenegro. Negro, it's the same as, it's the same spelling, right? Negro. Isn't that wild? I'm not saying he's black, but that's interesting. I mean, what are the odds we get a Montenegro story right there? Okay. And this was Thursday, the accident happened. That was Juneteenth. You see that? That's wild, isn't it? Why is that? Because this stuff is all with the language, okay? This stuff is all for the language. It's all with the language and by the language. And this stuck out to me right away when I was looking at his Wikipedia. He started and ended his 16-year NBA career with the Lakers, but he also played for these other teams here. Look at that. I just did this story because the Lakers just sold like a majority stake of the team to a guy named Mark Walter. As I was doing that story, I noticed um, Jerry Buss here, his beloved Lakers made it to the finals 16 times, and Divac had the 16-year NBA career. RIP to Jerry Buss, though, as his daughter Jeannie Buss had kind of like a majority, uh she was like a majority leader, I guess, of the Lakers, but they sold their majority stake to Mark Walter. That's also trending, but I just noticed that 16 right away with his 16-year career, Divac, and the Lakers made it to the finals 16 times. Nearly half of Jerry Buss's 33 seasons, and won 10 championships while missing the playoffs only twice. I thought it was at 11, but anyways, you see the 16 connection right there. And even Vlade Divac equals 61, which is the 16 reverse, all right? And there's the story, Buss family to sell controlling stake. Wow, and you get that 10 billion for 10 billion, which connects with that 10 they give us right there, and won 10 championships while missing the playoffs only twice. Oh, as the owner. See that right there? So they may have won one after that or whatever. I don't know. It's too early for me to go look into it right now. But anyways, that's interesting. And you can go check that breakdown. It was like 2 or 3 breakdowns ago. Go check that one out as well. Now, this is completely connected to Kobe Bryant Because in 1996, Kobe Bryant was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets and traded to the Los Angeles Lakers shortly after for Vlade Divac. Not a lot of y'all may have known that out there, okay? Look at that right there. And accident in the language equals 157, like Kobe Bryant. Isn't that amazing? This is just the language, okay? Even Kobe Bryant's father, he died on the 15th day of the 7th month, 157. Check that out. So, don't forget Kobe died in a accident as well, a helicopter accident. And Vlade Divac now has a motorcycle accident, but he supposedly is still living. So isn't that strange? Right? Isn't that strange? Now, what was Jelly Bean Joe Bryant's cause of death? But you see the 157 connection there. You see the 157 connection. Let's ask Google real quick on the fly, okay? Let's see. How did Jelly Bean Joe Bryant die?
According to YouTube, Father Yeah, that's right, Joe Bryant, also known as Jellybean, died from a stroke at the age of 69.
He died.
His alma mater, LaSalle University, has confirmed the news.
And his alma mater confirms that death. So he dies from a stroke. And look, Jelly Bean's got the J. We're in the month of June. And look, and he died in July, which also has that J. Remember the Bus family? Like nearly all of their names, if not all, start with J as well. And I brought that up in the decode. Look at all these J's with their siblings, her parents. J, 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 J. J, and there's probably more. I don't know. But look, there's all those J's if you look over here on the right. So that's interesting also. But let's go back over here now, okay? I just woke up like about 5 minutes ago. I'm like, oh, I gotta record this. His name's even Joseph J. Montenegro in the language. You see the chart with the ABC 123 method. Look at that. Translates to 126. And Kobe Bryant, he died 126. Wow, right? Wow, right? And again, we have a helicopter death with Kobe Bryant. And we have a motorcycle accident with Vlade. Montenegro's got the 126. Kobe dies 126. And that was in 2020. And don't forget Montenegro, M like motorcycle. Dr. Jerry. They call him Dr. Jerry, right? I didn't do any research to see like what's up with that. But look at an RIP to him. He was born his birthday, look, one day after Kobe Bryant's death, but obviously he was born in 1933, way before Kobe was born. But look, his birthday 127 and Kobe dies 126. And he actually goes on to die one day after Michael Jordan's birthday as well. Isn't that wild? Oh, an actor known for Law of Lawless? I didn't know that. So that might be something trending with some kind of symbolism there as well. Law of Lawless. That sounds interesting. Amazing, right? He dies one day after Michael Jordan's birthday. But yes, His birthday is one day after Kobe Bryant died. Wild, okay? Completely wild. He even died at age 80. Bryant equals 80. And what do you think about this? Dr. Jerry Buss. Look at bus, helicopter, motorcycle. Is this a riddle? Is this a riddle, y'all? And remember that bus has a yellow, like the Lakers colors, yellow and purple? Or I guess gold and purple, however you want to say it, but it's like yellow, right? Was Jerry Buss a doctor?
According to Los Angeles Times, Dr. Jerry Buss wasn't a physician. The title came from a degree in chemistry at USC.
A degree in chemistry at USC. That's where the title came from. That's interesting. But these are just riddles, okay? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. Jack and Jill went up the hill. You know, Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall. Motorcycle accident. That's not an actual picture of Vlade, as we got none with motorcycle or the incident. Strange. Look, there motorcycle accident with Vlade, helicopter accident with Kobe. That ain't the Kobe helicopter either. But motorcycle, helicopter, and then you get the Buss family selling a majority stake of the Lakers trending. Now we get Vlade Divac. They said he started and ended his career with the Lakers. Even though he played for other teams, he starts and ends with the Lakers. Isn't that wild? Even Montenegro's got 54 like Kobe Bean Bryant. In the reduction cipher, Montenegro's got 45 as well, which is reversed of 54. So he also played for the Hornets and the Kings. Right? Obviously traded Kobe Bryant, drafted by the Hornets, traded to the Lakers for Vlade. But look, and the Sacramento Kings he played for. Interesting, because LeBron King James currently plays for the Lakers. So you get that connection. But Divac was the Kings general manager from 2015 to 2020 as well, notably trading DeMarcus Cousins to New Orleans. And look at right there, in 2002, whoever this guy Shin is, moved the franchise to New Orleans. You see that? The Charlotte Hornets. Isn't that amazing? Right? So you get this Charlotte New Orleans connection. You get this King connection with King LeBron James and the Sacramento Kings with Divac. And even DeMarcus Cousins was brought up in a recent decode in the Silento breakdown, who shot, or he's involved, or he was charged in the murder of his cousin, right? So you get DeMarcus Cousins' name floating around here, who's also been trending. Cousins even has that C like Charlotte right there. So you get that Charlotte, New Orleans connection. You even get the 1988 right there. The Hornets franchise established in 88. Remember, Trump equals 88. 88's been popping up a lot, as this accident was just 5 days after Donald Trump's birthday even. There's a lot of royalty connections with Trump as well. So pretty good stuff. They say he got into a motorcycle accident. I'm not saying it happened or it didn't happen. So I'm not getting off on that. It's just these connections, like I said, are like riddles and like stories, okay? You just got to be able to catch the patterns. You just got to catch the patterns a little bit. So this accident was even 136 days after Vlade Divac's birthday. In between the two dates, 135 days, Kobe Bean Bryant equals 135. You see, Vlade's got the February 3rd birthday, 2-3. Kobe Bryant was born on the 23rd. See that? And even that 23 connects to LeBron and Michael Jordan. But remember, LeBron James on the Lakers now, he's wore 23 in his career. He's wore 6 in his career. But that 23 even syncs up here with the Lakers. Great. I guess you could say great, solid player Vlade Divac, and then Kobe born on the 23rd. Remember, one day before Kobe died, LeBron passed Kobe on the all-time scoring list as a member of the Lakers. And then Kobe dies the next day, and that was against Philadelphia even, and Kobe was born in Philadelphia. All right, so we're going to get another AI short here. Excuse the pronunciation of Vlade Divac.
If you're an NBA fan, then you need to hear about Vlade Divac's shocking accident. This is a story that's shaken basketball fans everywhere. Let's break it down. Divac, the 7'1" Hall of Famer who played for the Lakers and Kings, was riding near the Adriatic Sea in Montenegro when he crashed his motorcycle. He broke his hip and needed emergency surgery, but doctors say he's now stable and recovering. Divac isn't just an NBA star, he's a pioneer for European players and a true basketball legend. Wishing Vlade a speedy recovery.
Vlade. Oh, now it lets me change slides after the video. So the biggest connection here is Kobe Bryant, who once again, his energy lingers. And he's the one character, I've mentioned it before, Kobe is the one character that really shook things up for the decoding community, man. Because his death, oh, you know what? It was a 157-day span from his death, or from his birthday to his death as well. So that's another 157. Remember, accident equals 157 and Kobe Bryant equals 157. Right? It was a 157-day span from Kobe's last birthday, 2019, August 23rd. From that day to his death, January 26, 2020, was 157 days from start to end. Accident 57, Kobe Bryant, or accident 157, Kobe Bryant 157, and Kobe's father dying 157, the 15th day of the 7th month. And what do you think about that bus connection? Jerry bus, Kobe with the helicopter death, Vlade Divac with the motorcycle accident, undergoing emergency hip surgery. Yeah, Kobe Bryant, man, still lingering. So yeah, as owner of the Lakers from 79 until Jerry Buss passed in 2013, oversaw one of the greatest stretches in sports entertainment history. And again, they're trending with RIP to him, but the Buss family selling majority stake to Mark Walter of the team, I guess. But yeah, won 10 championships while missing the playoffs only twice. And how many have they won overall? How many championships have the Lakers won?
17 championships, according to alumni.cs.ucr.edu. During their 72-year history, the Lakers have won 17 championships, 5 in Minneapolis and 12 in Los Angeles.
All right, 5 in Minneapolis and 12 in Los Angeles. You see that right there? And Vlade Divac wore number 12, y'all. And Vlade Divac wore number 12 on his jersey with the Lakers. Look at that right there. Riddles, man. You don't got to be the best player the team's had. These are riddles. So you're going to get a lot of the same numbers just connected with every character involved, man. Wow. Divac with the 12 on his jersey. 17 championships for the overall franchise. The 72-year history with the Lakers. 5 in Minneapolis and 12 in Los Angeles. Wow. Look at that right there. Right? And we don't get any details. I don't get any more details here with the story. Do I have the story pulled up? Oh, look, there's a cop car. But that's all they give us a picture of a cop car. They give us, is this Montenegro? They give us a picture of. It looks like he wore 21 for the Kings. See that right there. Hospitalized after motorcycle accident. You see that? So I guess it could have been worse, right? But these are just those connections with Kobe Bryant, with his helicopter incident. We got some pictures with that, that's for sure. Got some pictures with that. You know? Let's pull this up right here. And then they just talk about his career. During the day, a surgical procedure was performed in the town of Risen. He is in a stable general and physical condition. What the hell does that mean? And is under a careful supervision of the medical staff. And then they just talk about his playing career. That's it. Let's put that town or city or whatever, Risen. Ooh, 61. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. 61. And we're in the year 25. Look, Risen equals 61. Vlade Divac equals 61, y'all. And remember, 16-year NBA career with that 16 connection to Jerry Buss right there. Look at that, man. Vlade Divac equals 61. The town of Risen, or Rason, however they say it, Rason equals 61. That's where the motorcycle accident was. Oh my God. Right? So let me go ahead and end this now. I got to hurry and upload this. Former NBA great Vlade Divac breaks a hip in a motorcycle accident in Montenegro, like Negro. And remember, this was on Juneteenth, associated with black people. That's wild, isn't it? I didn't really catch anything with hip. But there might be something there as well. Maybe I'll leave in the comments later if I notice anything. But I mean, my job is done here. Until next time, sympathy with the character. Hopefully a speedy recovery. Until next time, peace.